Okay, everybody, in this video I want to take a look at our sky right now, which is pretty boring. So what I want to do about that is go to the Unity Asset Store, look for Skybox, and of course I'm going to look for the free assets. And I'm just going to go with these Skybox series, the free ones here. They look pretty good, so I'm going to click Open in Unity. Choose application, open the link. I'm going to click import in the package manager. Alright, Skybox series free, import. And now one thing I do want to mention is some of these asset packs can take a little while to import. So you might notice these skyboxes in particular, they can take a few minutes probably to import. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through that. So it's going to look faster in the video than it is in real life, but I just want you all to know it will import. Just be patient, and I will go ahead and skip ahead to that now. Okay, now here we are a few minutes into the future, and my skyboxes have finished importing. I'm going to close the package manager. Again, like I said, it will take a few minutes, so don't worry if it seems like it's taking a long time. Just hang in there. All right. So let's go ahead and check out our skyboxes. They're right here in this folder. I'm going to open that up. As you can see here, we've got a bunch of different skyboxes here. And let me show you how we actually put those in the level. All right, so we're going to go to Window right up here. And we're going to go to where it says Rendering. And we're going to click on Lighting. All right. So I'm going to bring up this lighting window right here. I'm going to grab it from the tab and just dock it over here next to my inspector. All right, we're going to look at the lighting tab. I'm going to click on where it says Environment right there. And you can see here Skybox Material. Right now it's set to default. You can just pick one here that you like. I'm going to take Casual Day. We can just drag it right in there. So you just drag it into where it says Skybox. And now we've got an entirely different sky in our level. All right. So there is a few other things here that I want to show you dealing with the lighting. So the first thing is the ambient color. Actually, it controls our lighting in the level. So let me show you what happens when we change it. If I turn it down, it gets darker, and turn it back up, it gets lighter, and then if I saturate the color, it becomes red. So you can mess with the lighting in that way. That's one thing you can do. If you want, you can also turn on the fog. It's a little heavy. I don't really like it that much most of the time. I'll turn the density down, like put another 0 in there, and a lot of times that'll look better, I think. But I'm just going to turn mine off for now. It's up to you if you want to mess with that. You can change the color of the fog also. If you want it to be, red or blue or whatever you want. I'm going to leave mine off though, so that's up to you. And now the next thing I want to show you is how to create lights in your scene. So let's go ahead and go to Game Object, go to Light, and we're going to create a Directional Light. And you might notice now that the scene is oversaturated with light. That's because we are getting light from our ambient color over here. So let's turn that all the way down like that. Okay. And now all the light in our scene is coming from our directional light that we just created. So basically a directional light acts like sunlight. And if we press the E key to get our rotate tool, we can rotate this light around, and you can see it affects the lighting in the scene based on how we rotate it. All right. So let's click on the Inspector tab and look at the settings for the light also. If we want it to be dimmer, we can actually turn the intensity down. So let's make it 0.5. So that's lower lighting. Likewise, we could also turn it up to 2 if we wanted it to be much brighter. That is way too bright, so I'm just going to put it back to 1 the way it was. We can also change the color. If you want it to be maybe a little bit more yellow in color, just a little bit. You could turn it all the way up too. It's up to you, whatever you're going for. But maybe you're in the desert, you just want like a little bit of a yellow tint or an orange tint to your light. You could do that. I'm going to leave mine at the regular default settings there, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do with your lights. I also want to show you how to make point lights. So let's go back to Game Object. We're going to go to Light, and we're going to make point lights. All right. I'm going to press W to get my Move tool back, and I'm going to move this closer to my terrain. There we go. Now we can actually see it. I'll press F to focus on it so we can get a closer look. Here it is, right in the grass. And just so we can see this light better, I'm going to click on our directional light over in the hierarchy, and this little checkbox here will turn that off. And now that light is deactivated, and we can see this here. Let's click on our point light again, and we can change the range to have it be a longer range, a farther range. We can also change the intensity if you want it to be brighter. And of course, we can change the color as well. So point lights can be a good way to add some more ambient color to the lights in your scene. One thing I will mention though is point lights can be costly for performance. So try not to use too many point lights in one particular place. But other than that, they can be really useful for making your scene look a lot better. All right. I'm going to delete this one for now. I don't really have any use for it, but I am going to turn the directional light back on. I think it looks pretty good right there. I want you all to go ahead and practice adding a directional light into your scene. And if you want to use some point lights too, go ahead and play with that, test that out. And don't forget to add a skybox to your scene also. All right, again, these skyboxes will take a little bit of time to download, so don't worry about that. But they are pretty good looking. We have a lot of variety to choose from here. We have this one looks like Mars. That's pretty interesting. We've got cloudy skies. So this should probably give you a lot of ideas for things you might want to do with your scene. So go ahead and start experimenting with all that, and I will see you in the next video.